And so, ladies and gentlemen, with utmost delight, I'd like to welcome you to this new year, the year 2021. We've long awaited it. It's my prayer that it will be for you and me our most prosperous year. Every of our expectations will come to pass this year, the good one especially. I posted something on my Facebook wall sometimes early this year, and I am doing the video version of it. There was this publication I titled Setting Your Personal Development Plans for the year 2021. Though my original intention here was informed by the fact that for a man, for us as humans, living without a goal in mind, we're not different. We're not in any way different from a goat. How do I mean? Without a plan. It is our plans in mind that help us to move closer to to make a reality of our expectation in life. Without a goal in mind, you just live like, every day you sleep, you wake up, and that's what animal does. And so if you are without any goal in mind, I'm sorry, you are no different from an animal. You won't be able to add any value. And that is a foundation for depression, because there's nothing motivating you to want to see live for the next day. So I'm encouraging us. This is something I've done myself the last 5 years, and I tell you, it's been tremendous. On my job, I'm telling you, if I choose to leave the organization I work for today, there will be panic. And that's not a boast, because I've taken time to invest in myself to make sure I become a value-adding employee. But that's not just it. Also, I've also endeavored to make some investment here and there. What it has done for me is to let me know that there is so much more that is packaged in me. And that is for every one of us. Okay, but you can't give what you don't have. So you need to take a moment, to re-examine yourself, And so I'm going to run through what I've scripted down, about 12 points of them. It's just for us. It's not, I don't expect you to follow this, 100%, but something to steer you towards wanting to define your own personal development plan for the year, so that by this time next year, you can look back and say, yes, I have tried. Just like when a lizard, fall from top of a tall tree, and he will look around and take a bow. If nobody recognizes me, I have done a great feat, Okay, what are the things? For me, I define it, for convenience, I call it PDP. And of course, if you are a Nigerian, I'm not trying to pay tribute to your failed party. What I mean by PDP is Personal Development Plan for the year 2021. So please come with me. The first is building spiritual capacity. You need to move from just having a relationship with God to having a quality fellowship with your God. You see, I'm not trying to sound religious here, but the truth is that we all had our source in God. If you are still contending with this, then you have a long way to go. We did not what is this theory now, that we grew from we metamorphosed from ape. If that was to be true, there will be no more ape. But you see, ape, a grown ape giving birth to a younger species of ape, why don't they give birth to humans? So you see humans giving birth to humans, and the truth is that man is a triune being. We have a body which help us which serve the purpose of identity. That's why when you see even two identical twins, you can still recognize that, okay, this is Taiwo, this is Kende, if you are from Nigeria, southwest of Nigeria, where I came from. All right, and a man has a spirit. It is our spirit that communicates with God. So that's why when Mr. A dies, the body, the lively body will still be there, but the spirit is gone. The spirit is gone back to where it came from. Remember, in looking at the book of Genesis, the good book, we are told that God formed man from, mortals, and he breathed. Man was at the time of making him lifeless until God breathed into him. Okay, so I will just stop at that. You go nowhere. You can't go any further than your solid relationship with your maker. And secondly is making plans. A concerted plan at that, to have an inspirational and motivational books that you will read for the year 2021. You can make it weekly, okay, monthly, and quarterly. Quarterly, all right? Excuse me. That helps you to build your mental capacity, which eventually will enhance your worth, the value you give to people. All right, have some books you want to read that will develop you on your job, so that you can be a value giving, a value adding employee. In the last 5 years, beginning from 2015, 2016, there has been a waves of sack in my office. I recall vividly, my GM was fired. So many people cut across, junior staff, medium staff, management staff. A lot of them were fired because the management felt the economy was not favorable and that there are excess weight that they can do without. But be that staff that they will least consider to be sacked, and not by doing eye service, but by adding value. Be a value adding employee. And because you can't give what you don't have, so I'm encouraging you, make commitment to develop yourself on your job. All right, and moving from there, we go on to having a professional and career development seminars to attend, conferences. Be willing to pay for knowledge. Make plans to attend seminars that will add value to you. It could be, some of them could be free, some of them could be at a cost. Be willing to pay that cost. At the end, you'll be better for it. I guarantee you. All right, and okay, from there we move on to having having mentors and coaches that you want to connect with in the year 2021. You see what this helps. I can't remember vividly now the man who said that if we are able to see any further, is because we are standing on shoulders of some people who have gone ahead of us. It was a one-time American president. You see, no man is an island. A tree does not make a forest, we are told. Okay, there are people who are already living the life you are dreaming to live. Okay, try to get to connect with them. All right, it may not be a physical connection to start with. Get to know the books they read. Get to know if they have written any books. Get to lay hands on their books. Read and digest. It is often said that the secret of men are in their stories. There's no man who have written a book that will not put in it their secret. To let you know, I've just gotten this book written by Jim Ovia, okay, talking about It details his rise to stand up, how he started Zenith Bank from, from nowhere to where it is today. A global, it's playing at a global level now. Recognized is at some of these international markets, Okay, so find books to read, find mentors and coaches who are already playing big, in the area you dream of your dream, and then you find out that success could be duplicated, and cheaply so. Praise God. All right, and from there we move on to having relevant and additional skills to develop. Okay, this is what the late Stephen R. Covey says, reversed to as sharpening your axe. Okay, the Bible asks this question, somewhere in Ecclesiastes, yes, that if the edge of the axe be blunt, that it takes wisdom to sharpen it. Okay, you do better when your axe is sharpened. Although to somebody who does not have a deeper thought, will think it's a waste of time to take the axe to those who will sharpen it. All right, and then they will keep hitting and hitting and hitting. But with a sharpened axe, you can axe down 10 trees when the man with a dull axe is still struggling to fall one. All right, I can't. That cannot be overemphasized. In fact, you'll be happy doing the job that you do. Okay, please consider that. Also, I also encourage that you make plans for events, places, cities, and nations you want to visit. What this does is to, put you on your toes. You are at the alert. There's no dull moment. Like maybe 3 places you want to visit. One, this is going to cost money. Okay, and so it will help you to focus on activities that will help you to meet your numbers. The amount of money you want to generate. It is it is said that necessity is mother of innovation. If you base your financial plans on your income, for instance, maybe you're on 6 million income per annum, and all that you do is everything, you won't be motivated to do things, to engage yourself in things that will fetch you more money. And that's the truth. All right, so have in mind places you want to visit, not just for fun, but for education. For me this year, if not for the coronavirus, this thing and its attendant lockdown here and there, I intend to visit UK by April, but I have to shift that till now. And I tell you, if by April ending you didn't see some of my posts, as to where I visit in the course of the month, please call me to question. That will happen. Okay, I have 3 places I intend to visit this year. My salary cannot finance it, and so that is driving me to, create some other avenue to legitimately make money. All right, a lot of people have resolved to relocate out of the country, but I won't, because what is it I'm going to do out there, to make more money? I can earn that money here. I can earn hard currency here if you know what you're doing, and that is best for you, because you won't be subjected to the heavy tax that those who are living abroad. Yeah, they took that decision, and I respect their decision, because we are face to face with different challenges. So it may be, but for me at this point in time, no. The time for me that I struggle to travel out of the country is over. And that was 1996 when I just freshly graduated from the college, But for me now, it's no. Okay, but if you want to relocate, fine and good. From there we move on to having networks or association to join that will serve as a leverage for opportunities and connections, online, offline. What this does is that, like I said earlier, that no man is an island. All right, and joining an association or a network, okay, it helps you to rub minds with like minds. All right, so you can, as a group, decide, okay, this is what we are doing. It could be a social club, you know. What you cannot do alone, okay, is easily done when you are with a group of like minds, okay, and also network, okay. You see, when you combine effort, you do so much more than you could do when you do it alone. All right. If you want to go faster, go alone. But you want to go further, okay, go with some people, especially people of like minds. All right. The next point I want you to consider here is look for products and or services that you can create in the year 2021 for the purpose of multiplying your impact and thereby increase your income, your earnability. All right, create platforms, create multiple streams of income. You know, the financial doldrum that we are in the world today will not just disappear. Okay, but for me, I see it's an opportunity to, you know, to further enlarge my coast. Last year, at the peak of the lockdown, I invested in a business opportunity called RAGP. That's recharge and get paid, because this business was introduced to me for the first time in 2019, but I jettisoned it that I don't like this cover business. But when I realized in May last year, 2020, at the peak of the lockdown, I was spending more money on recharge cards and also on data. And I realized, what is it? Every minute, you know, almost every other day, I will send star 737 star, you know, to recharge my phone. And I realized that I was spending so much money, and so somehow, I remember that somebody once introduced recharge and get paid to me, and I started with just 30,000 naira. That 30,000 naira has grown now. Okay, I won't tell you what it is, but it still has the ability of growing. So this year I've decided that minimum I'm going to realize nothing less than 6 million from that alone, you know. So for some of us who are still on a paid job that doesn't earn you, that doesn't pay you up to 6 million naira per annum, meanwhile it's a 9 to 5 job. You get there 9 o'clock, you close 5 o'clock. This is something you can do part-time, okay, and you make more money than that with flexibility, with opportunity to even help others. So if you are the type that likes to help others grow financially, this is a business I will recommend to you. You can contact me, you know, privately after this live broadcast. Okay. Also, I would like for you to consider, you know, identify negative relationship that you are currently in, or friendship. Things that friends that weigh you down, friends that you see and immediately you sigh, you know, that's a signal. That's a very warning signal, a dangerous warning signal. You know, friendship is by choice, not by force. So avoid friendship that drains your emotions. You don't need that. Avoid friends that the only thing they spread is evil news. You know, something that weigh you down. The moment they, you know, your spirit man is weighed down, you don't need anything that will drain your emotion. Like they say it in our place, no bad energy. Say no to bad energy. Don't be confident about doing that. You can't be friends with everybody anyway. All right. And the next is that I will encourage you to make wise and intelligent investment. Okay. Look for wise and intelligent investment to make or to undertake in the year 2021. No pain, no loss. I mean, no loss, no gain. So be daring this year. But of course, I will recommend that you look carefully, you know, so that you don't fall a victim of a Ponzi scheme in the form of MMM. Any business opportunity that is just about bring 100,000, and in the next 45 minutes you will earn 200,000. My brother, my sister, run. That's nothing but a Ponzi scheme. It can only work for very few people. Just like you had MMM, it's a typical example of Ponzi scheme. Those who enter into it, the first set of people that enter into it make the money. They will now be making the references and be posting to you the credit allowed they got. What about those ones that paid and the thing was pakam? It goes like that. No, don't do that. You should be wise. For that. Okay. All right, and avoid negative habits. I've mentioned that, and cultivate habits and behaviors. Okay, identify negative habits that you already have, or attitudes, or behavioral pattern that does not align with your ambition for the year 2021. One negative habit that I have to deal with in the past was procrastination. Oh, guy, I live my best life in my dream. Oh, I will do this, I will do that, in my dream. But the moment to do it, you keep, pushing. Okay, I'll do it some other time. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it. Avoid that. I will recommend this book from titled "Eat That Frog." Eat That Frog. I think it's authored by who now? This American author, Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy, yes, he authored that book. It will help you. The summary of Eat That Frog is that, okay, have a plan on daily basis, and go for the one that you hate the most, the one that looks toughest the most. Go for it. By the time you do that, the second one next to it, let it be the second one. Before you know it, you'll be able to achieve your goal for the day. All right. And last but not the least, I'm saying that endeavor to cultivate good habits. Okay, because nature, they say, harbors vacuum. If you are doing away with your negative habits, you should also embrace positive habits. Be spontaneous. The moment an idea strikes, go for it. That's what I'm doing now. I've romanced with this idea that I'm going to make a live broadcast, but I had my skepticism. But now I've done it. It may not be perfect, but it can only get better. All right? And so please, my friends, watch out for more postings from us. This is actually done on my personal wall, but we'll be pushing it out through our commercial page. That is Kunle Ben TV. I thank you for your time, and all right, let me appreciate those who are presently collected now. Judith, I see you. Thank you for standing with us through to the end. Akintunde Olasende, I see you. Thank you. God bless you. I hope the few things we have shared here will add value to you. Please don't just listen to it. Don't just be fancy by it, the finance of delivery or whatever, but endeavor to, put it to work. And if you have any question or any clarification to make, feel free to, contact me privately. Atada Wolabi, thank you. I appreciate your time. And to my friend here, who is motivating me here physically, my colleague in the office, my very good friend, Ebele, thank you. I hope I didn't bore you. All right. So watch out for, to your success, and watch out for more postings from our stable, Kunle Ben TV. Thank you. Have a great day. This year it promises to be your best year ever. It's loaded. So please make the most of it. From us here, it is bye for now. See you some other time. Bless you.